Hello everyone, welcome back to Life and Times of Mulch. That's me. Today we're working on the next 4 stages of the iconic, legendary ROBOCOP. What are we waiting for? It's not going to build itself. Let's do it! Back with the next 4 stages of build the iconic ROBOCOP. Let's crack on. And the first book is stage 23. Let's have a quick look through the magazine. And we're going to be working on the left thigh. Okay, so that is the magazine. Let's get out the parts. Obviously, before you get your parts, you will need the leg. And for 23, we have some EM screws. This small little piece of plastic here. And this piece, which is metal, to go on the leg. Let's see what we need to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece of plastic. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little taper. It goes towards that way. You want to put it on this part of the leg with the taper going that way. It just pushes in. Okay, so once that's pushed in, the taper goes that direction. Next, we're going to take the leg, and this part of the leg is going on this side. It's going roughly about there. So if we turn it over, you can see that there's some pegs we need to line up. Okay, and you can see that these pegs here have lined up with these holes. In fact, there's 4 holes there. One there, 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 and there. So like I say, once that's all lined up with them 4 holes, put the screws in. Do that now. Okay, and they're all screwed in. That's going to look like that. Let's move on. Moving swiftly on to number 24. Quick look at the book. And we're going to be carrying on with the left thigh. You can see on the drawing where it's going to go. More about some deep learning. So if you want to learn everything about robotics and science and stuff, really good magazines to have a look at. Let's have a look at the parts for 24. So in 24, more of the EM screws. This rather large plate, again, it's all metal. And another one of those little plastic pieces, again with a little tapered edge. Sorry. Again, using our leg. At the top we've got 2 notches there that line up with these 2 bottom smaller ones. I'm going to line up on the back, if I can turn it over. 1, 2, and we're going to put 2 of them EM screws in there. Okay, so that's going to look like that. That's everything in that stage. We're not attaching this little piece of plastic yet, so that's everything in 24. So moving on again, this time stage 25. Movie poster there for ROBOCOP 2. And more of the left thigh, doing more of the joint this time. More about robots in our world. Let's get the parts. Alright, this time we've got some EP screws. And we've got these 2 pieces, this little ball joint, and a couple of different size cut pieces. Right, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take this large piece, turn it over so the 2 holes are at the top, take our ball joint here, and that's just going to push through there, so it's going to look like that from the other side. Okay, put that to one side for a moment. Okay, then we're going to take this piece that's got the curved top like that, and inside we're going to put the large of the little caps in first, then the small one. Okay, so the large one, then the small one. That's how that should look. Now we need to just put these together, and you'll notice on here there's a little pin there and 3 holes. What you want to do is the pin lines up there and then the 3 holes there. Once it's all lined up, you want to get 3 of the EP screws in those 3 holes. Now when you've done that up, that should move, but it should have a bit of resistance, so it's not really loose, but you should be able to move that nicely. Next, bring over the leg, and we want to line up them 2 lugs there with these 2 holes here. Get that on. Once they're lined up, I'm going to put another 2 of the EP screws, one there and one there. That's going to look like that. Like I say, this should still be able to move. That's everything in that stage. Now let's move on to 26. So the final stage in this pack, 26. A quick look at the magazine. Just going to skim through it very quickly. More of the left thigh, it's number 4. And a bit more in the magazines there. Okay, let's see what we get parts wise. Okay, this time we get these 2 rather large parts, but these aren't metal this time, these are both plastic. So get some CP screws, and we get 3 little plastic brackets. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this small part, turn it over, and on this lug here, we're going to attach half of that bracket over it with a CP screw, so it looks like that. Okay, so that looks like that. So line it up like that on that side, and if we turn it over, you'll see that there are 2 lugs here. We want to put another one of those brackets over those 2 lugs with 2 more of the CP screws. So it's going to look something like that. Okay, that's going to go over like that. 2 more, one there and one there, and the last one of these brackets is going to go over and look like that. Let's screw that in. So just to recap, from that side it looks like that, and on this side we've got the 1, 2, 3 brackets like that with the CP screws. And that's everything to do in that stage. In future stages that will attach to the front of that leg like that, but for now that's all you need to do. That's everything in that pack. Let's have a chat. Nice and easy. And there you go, we're done again for another stage, the next 4 stages of Build a ROBOCOP. And is it me, or is this leg getting bigger? Look at the size of it. This is just a leg. This ROBOCOP is going to be huge, it's going to be awesome. We also built this bit, which eventually will complete the leg on there. In fact, in the next 4 stages we will be completing the entire left leg, and then we'll concentrate on the other leg. It's coming along. Like I said before, there's some weight here, but there's lots of detail in there, and it's really looking pretty awesome. You have movement here, you've got movement obviously at the knee, at the ankle. So when your model is finished, you are going to really better put it in an action movie pose. But like I say, this is already a lot of weight, and this is just one leg. Imagine when you've got both legs, torso, arms and everything, it's going to be massive. But it's coming along nice. No, it's coming along nicely. Oh, I think I need to get a new tongue for the next video. It's coming along nicely, and slowly but surely I'll see you next time when we build more of the left leg and the right leg of the ROBOCOP. Now I'm off to have a Yorkshire tea and maybe a nice pop. It's a bit hot here today. Catch you later, right here. Life and Times of Mulch. Like and subscribe. See you next time.